Okay, it is now February, and it is time for the Bitcoin and capital markets update from Adventure Crypto.
All right, so we can start off with a review of last month's prediction on January 8th. The prediction was overall the analysis points to a shorter term decline over the next week into the mid to high 80Ks, leading into a medium term rally to 100K over the next few months, and then a continuation of the macro downtrend into the end of the year. I traced that out on the chart. You can kind of see the general outline of the path that I thought Bitcoin would take at that point. As you can see, Bitcoin actually accelerated the schedule on that, and really only in the space of about a week and a half had completed the move and started its move lower after reaching a max price of about 98K and the price that I had sort of anticipated of 88K down here. I don't have to worry about that though, because I got out on October 14th of 2025 before most, if not all, of this downside move, so I'm completely fine. On the monthly chart for Bitcoin, the long-term Elliott wave projection is done a fifth wave completion in October of 2025, and it projects that Bitcoin could reach a price of somewhere around 40K by the end of this year. With an envelope plus or minus 20K in either direction, which is not exactly the most precise, but it is suggestive. The RSI is in decline, and we see that the MACD here, or the adaptation that I have is the PPO, which is percent based, has had its cross down, which is characteristic of the beginning of a bear market, and that cross down occurred in November. So we are still mid-move, and the monthly chart indicates that we are in a longer-term downtrend for Bitcoin. Moving on to the weekly chart, the most relevant thing that just happened right now, literally just a few hours ago, is we closed a weekly candle below the weekly Gaussian channel. And this is something that also only happens at the beginning of a bear market. So this is sort of a confirmation of the longer-term downtrend that we just discussed on the monthly chart. Going along with this, we can also see that the stablecoin supply is diminishing and stagnating after having ramped up over the course of all of 2024 and 2025. It is now beginning to decline. And the RSI on this time frame is also in decline and also continuing to stagnate and decline. So we have no indication here that we are going to be reversing or going to uptrend anytime soon. And the weekly chart indicates that we are, in fact, in a downtrend. Okay, so this is the daily chart for Bitcoin. We see that we have negative spot premium, which means that buyers in the United States, like on Coinbase, are not scooping up Bitcoin anytime soon. They are staying away from Bitcoin right now. We have MicroStrategy that is in decline and continues to put in little relief rallies and continuing to diminish in price. We have Bitcoin continuing to decline, but global liquidity going up, and the overall correlation of Bitcoin to global liquidity is diminishing on multiple time frames, which is characteristic of the beginning or middle of a bear market, which appears to be where we are. So this is the hourly time frame for Bitcoin, and there are long traders that are placed somewhere around the 73,600 range right there. Bitcoin hesitated before moving lower. As you can see, we formed a giant CME gap, and the funding rates are quite negative right now. And that would indicate that it's possible this downside move might be locally exhausted, and we could see a relief rally before moving lower, or possibly consolidation. After reviewing the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the hourly time frames, my overall conclusion is this. My overall prediction for Bitcoin is that the price will consolidate and trade sideways or have a weak relief rally back into the low to mid 80K region over the next couple weeks before continuing the downtrend toward the 60K area by the end of February. You can see how I've drawn out what I believe will happen with Bitcoin over the course of the rest of this month. And you're just going to have to join me next time in March to see how things turned out for Bitcoin.
All right, that's it for the February update. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, not financial advice, and stay tuned for the March update next time on Adventure Crypto.